Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Won by Memphis. With the interception, great defensive play. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play on the first possession of the game. Fires the 3. He was all over him. And count the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Number 23, Trey Burke.
To Jaren Jackson. Kristaps Porzingis swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And scores, plus the foul. Kristaps Porzingis with a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kristaps Porzingis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8.
Gotta get through the string. Get through it.
Down to 5 on the 24. From long range, great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Dallas.
Neely Keenum. Shot from in close, no good. Grant with the basketball. 10-0 is the score. To Porzingis. Doncic to Matthews. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Screen coming. Tough make through traffic.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Doncic. To Porzingis. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Ntilikina into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. The drive right to the basket. Jaren Grant pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Runner here won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Big finish at the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Looking good, 4 for 5. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. It was a strong one for the Mavericks. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Mavericks with the possession. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Gets it in the left corner. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Porzingis. Now that's a contest. To Marcus Smart. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. And that'll...
Substitutions, Dallas. Substitutions, Memphis.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cruises inside for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Mavericks with the basketball. Doncic. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Ntilikina. Shot clock winding down.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Ntilikina to Redick. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And scores.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Grizzlies ball. Baseline drive. Short jumper misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Long key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Mavericks didn't hold.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Watch the pick. You see it.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oh, he got a piece of it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Pick up. Everybody pick up.
It's a big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Trap.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And it's rejected.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dallas has it. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
2-0 going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Anderson to Marcus Smart. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
We got him. Here we go.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Count the basket at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Memphis with the rock. To Kyle Anderson. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
He gets it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
And a putback slam. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Mavericks are in the driver's seat. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Rebound taken by Olynyk.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Marcus Smart, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Able to convert on both free throws. Dallas owns the basketball.
Match up. Here we go, we got him.
And scores. Strong take.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a look. That's no good. Kristaps Porzingis tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is.
Ball.
Match up, match up, match up.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
He throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
The assist from number 21.
I'm here.
Doncic.
I got ball.
Block up.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, some players just have that innate ability to let the game reveal itself. And that's the patience that Doncic has. He also has the height at 6'8". He can see over smaller defenders to make that easy pass.
No, I missed a short one there. And stuffs it home.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Nice finish at the rim. Kristaps Porzingis sends it away. The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks were simply amazing in this
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.